All right, folks, hello and welcome. I'm Tom Schmidt.
I'm Tom Turton.
And this is Talking with Tom.
Look at those guys.
There we go. Yeah. Not too shabby.
No.
Not bad.
Look at the magic, everything.
Ooh, yeah, look out.
Okay.
Just wait. We're still kind of sitting in this hinky-dinky room here. I call it hanky-dinky. Yeah, I'm not trying, and I mean anything by that. It's all right for the time they've had to set this up.
Sure.
It looks all right.
Sure.
But exciting news.
Bigger, better things are on the way.
They sure are. We have a full studio, digital-only studio, that we hope to unveil in the coming weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how that timeline changes. Right now, it looks probably within the next month.
I think that's about it.
That's the plan.
Maybe end of July to the middle of August.
Somewhere
right
in there.
Yeah, so like the next month. We're kind of middle-ish of August.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be all right. So they're making progress, and it's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It is exciting to see. All right, Tom, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
We're going to do a little toilet talk.
Are you okay? Are we going to talk about the Coriolis effect? Because that doesn't work on that. Okay.
Well, you know what? Yeah, that's not a bad thing either. Okay. Every morning, someone on night side must change it the other way around. Because when I get in, go to the stall, the toilet paper roll is turned what I would call backwards.
Which is?
The mullet, the party in the back.
Okay.
Instead of what do they call the ones in front?
Well, it's business in the front, party in the back.
Yes.
That's a mullet.
Yes. And so I like my toilet paper to drip over the front.
Yeah.
The waterfall.
Okay.
But someone on night side turns it around.
Yes.
So every day it's this ongoing switching around of the toilet paper roll.
Yes.
And I just wanted to ask, what is your preference?
I do have a preference, but, if you want to know the truth, and mine is the waterfall.
The
in
front side, yes.
And if you look at the original patent for a toilet paper roll, it's over the front. It's the waterfall. That's the way it is supposed to happen. And anyone who's doing it the other way, I'm sorry, you're breaking the rules and the patent. You're not following the directions, which a lot of us don't do anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like I've never not followed the directions. But yeah, as far as the argument, if you want to go back to the patent, you just look at it and you'll see, because they have to have drawings and everything like that.
Sure.
And
yeah.
it is the toilet paper comes over the front. The
Okay.
waterfall effect.
Well, so there you go, folks. There you have it. The actual answer now. Patented way is front side.
It's not going to change anything.
No. I've heard some people do that if they have cats. They'll turn it on the back
Yeah,
so the cat can't,
I've heard that
start
too.
scratch and go crazy
And
with it.
kids.
Kids, same thing. Makes it more difficult, I guess,
Yeah.
for them to pull the whole thing out.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, see, but if it's behind, unless it's well positioned, it's difficult to tear it off without causing trouble anyway.
It can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, according to the patent, it's over the top.
Good to know. So now you found out the answer. Everybody knows how to do it. That's been the daily battle.
I've changed the world.
That's right.
No.
Everybody knows now. Well, Tom,
Yeah.
how have you been?
Hot, sweaty.
Sweaty.
Yeah, that's how I've been last couple of days.
Yeah.
I mean, when you go out and, I'll sit down in a chair and my legs feel like they are literally burning.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, very quickly, it's hot. There's not much blocking the sun's rays at all.
No, there's not. It's sunny, which is nice.
Sure.
We haven't seen a whole lot of sun this year. We got some now, and it comes with a whole lot of heat.
It does. It does.
Now, the thing is, it's interesting, though, and you probably understand what I'm saying. It's hot, yes. 91 and 92.
Yeah.
So it's not extreme heat
No.
yet. It is going to get hotter.
Yes.
The humidity is still pretty high.
Well, see, that's the heat we feel,
That's
though.
what we feel.
That's why these, the advisories go out. And
Exactly.
it's not what it says on the mercury. It's the effect of the mercury and the humidity have on your body, your skin.
It's on what the body feels.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And we kind of talked about this a little bit last time. Was when it's humid like this, your body's function of cooling itself, sweating, doesn't work as well
No.
because evaporation is a form of cooling.
Right.
It's that phase change, and it cools you off. And when you just can't evaporate,
Well, if
can't
the
get
atmosphere can't hold more water,
no,
then you can't get it to evaporate.
it doesn't work.
Then you don't cool off. You just sit there sweating.
And so, Tom, what we're dealing with right now is a heat dome.
Yes.
And, whoops. There we
I'm
are.
talking with Tom.
Oh, yeah, exactly right. Let's advance to the next one there.
There
we
you go.
A heat dome is an actual term
Yes.
that we use in the weather world. A lot of folks might think that it was just, made up from the media, but it's an actual scientific term, a heat dome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of what high pressure does.
Yeah.
It's this dome, and if you imagine a science fiction movie where that dome covers a city, and that's meant to keep things out. It's pushing things out and away, keeping anything from coming in.
Yeah.
Low pressure is more like a bowl where everything wants to go in to fill it
Everything
up.
just kind of sinking down. Everything's
Yeah.
flowing into the low pressure.
Right.
High pressure is kind of pushing everything away. And it is a dome. I mean, it's an actual thing. And it's interesting what happens, right? Because in heat domes, which is what we're dealing with right now across the Ozarks,
Yeah.
it's a heat dome. It traps in all the heat, traps in the hot air, and it's all sinking. And so that's when it sinks, it compresses.
Compresses.
And when you compress something, it gets hot.
Yeah.
And it's just this returning cycle
Yeah.
because you're trapping all the hot air in there. So each day just gets a little warmer and a little warmer still from one day to the next.
Yeah. Although, a hothouse, I don't think, or a greenhouse doesn't work exactly like many people think it does.
Sure.
The heat dome does work on that kind of effect. It allows the sun to warm the earth, but it won't allow that warmth back out. It's holding it down, as you said, you know.
Right.
And that's why you get that oppressive feeling. Nothing is moving, nothing is leaving, and high pressure won't let it.
No, it doesn't. And so that's kind of what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
And, we see them every year. Right here. Every year.
But, I mean, you were talking about it today.
Yeah.
There's one advantage we had with all the rain that we had preceding this dome.
Yes, there is. All the rain creates more moisture in the ground. And, of course, the ground is what gets heated
Right?
and reflects the heat back up.
Right.
And water has a higher, I think it's a specific heat temperature than air does. It takes more energy to change the temperature of water versus the temperature of air.
Right.
And so the more water you have in an atmosphere or in the ground, and everything's green, like it is right here in the Ozarks, it's not going to be as extreme or as intense as it would be if we hadn't seen all the rain earlier this year.
Yeah. If we'd had crunchy grass by now,
Oh.
or, well, where you feel it immediately is if you go to a large paved area,
Yes.
something like that. So if we had that or we had the crunchy brown dead grass,
Right.
then no, we wouldn't see temps in the 90s. I think we would see the mercury on some of these days popping into that 100-degree range.
We probably would be. We'd at least be 5 degrees warmer.
More than
if
likely.
not more. Yeah, exactly right. And so it's kind of a mixed blessing because, yes, we have this heat dome right now. Low to mid 90s expected, about 95 degrees next 7 days. But it could be 95 to 100.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, it's also very humid.
Well, the
Very
heat index is going to be up in the low hundreds.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what you really have to prepare yourself for. It's not your engine block. It's not, it's not inanimate objects.
Right.
But if it has skin and blood and stuff like that, you have to prepare for that kind of temperature.
You
the
do.
100s.
Yeah, and it's warm.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy,
Yeah.
but not crazy hot. No records being broken this time.
Well, it can be worse.
It can be worse.
Yeah.
Whole lot worse.
Yeah. And I remember also when you're talking about preparing yourself, remember the things we've talked about with your pets.
Oh, yeah. Same
If that
thing.
pavement is too hot for your hand, it's too hot for their paws.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep them off the pavement.
Well, I mean, yeah, we talked about this, I think, in a previous episode. I mean, if the air temperature is 90 degrees, which is what it's going to be, 90 to 95 air temperature, if you're on concrete or asphalt, you're looking at 130 to 140 degrees
Yep.
in direct sunlight. So if it's cloudy and it's 90 degrees, it's not going to be the same case, but it's warmer.
Yes.
Those surfaces have a higher albedo. They absorb more of the solar radiation,
Right?
and they just get hotter versus the grass.
Yes.
or
They
something.
they will bake their little paws off.
Yeah, and so it's real important. Any walks you want to get done, do them early or do them late.
Best. Yeah.
Morning
best idea.
and evening. Best way to tackle that. Or just try to stay off the hot pavement.
And again, touch it with your fingers. If it burns your fingers, it burns their paws.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we can always pick our hand up and you don't have to. But if it's their paws, that's what they walk on. They're constantly hitting that pavement. So,
They can't avoid it.
yeah, just don't do it.
Well, Tom, you're the one that brought this up, and so I'm going to let you lead
What?
the way on this.
Oh,
But there's a question.
yeah.
You have to have this warming process before we get cool. I'm going to let you take it. from
Oh,
there.
okay. It's the theory of in order to start an ice age, you actually have to warm temperatures, not make them colder, which is counterintuitive. You think, well, it's got to get colder to make ice. No. You get things warmer, and I don't mean it has to be 80 degrees or anything like that.
Right, yeah.
But it has to warm up. Warmer air holds more moisture. And of course, warmer air rises. And that's the way that you produce precipitation. In the cases of when the temperatures are cool enough in the atmosphere, the poles, it's going to snow.
Yeah.
Or it will be very little crystals, ice crystals even. And through the years, they compact, and then you start glaciers rolling, the whole thing. So the theory is it actually has to get a little warmer in order for it to get colder, in a sense.
Sure.
And it's you have a dome of, okay, we're talking about a heat dome
Right.
over us. The Arctic has high pressure over it. But if you remember the coldest, most bitter cold days in the winter, you usually have a very clear sky. It's a high pressure dome, only this one is cold air. It will not warm anything up. So you have to kind of break that a little bit, and you have the lows that spin around the pole or areas,
The polar vortex.
polar vortex,
basically.
and you
that cold
warm that a bit. They can invade that area a little more, drawing a little more warmth, drawing a little more moisture. It snows. There you start your ice age. It's a theory because we were talking about this earlier, and, well, no one's ever seen it, so you don't have an eyewitness or anything. But it's one of the theories.
And it's counterintuitive, like you're saying.
Yeah.
You have to get warm first before you can get cool.
Yeah.
But if you think about it in that way, in that sense, that, well, if you're going to have this, ice collecting event over a period of, it's not just sudden. It's not like,
Oh, no,
10 years.
no.
It's thousands of years.
Tens of thousands,
long time.
hundreds, yes.
And that process slowly develops. And so, like you're saying, the more moisture you have in the air, the more there is for winter to work with
Sure.
in cooler temperatures. Produce more snow, produce more ice.
And
that.
again, it does take years and years and years and years because you're talking about, this snow falling or little crystals falling. It's like, sure, you have storms in the Antarctic. I mean,
Yes.
we know about that.
Right.
But it's usually you can see a lot of clear sky in the Antarctic too.
Sure.
And you'll see it over the Arctic Ocean as well. But over time, that little bit just keeps piling up and piling, and now the lower levels are compacted. They're made into ice. So it just keeps building up. But yes, it takes thousands of years to make that happen. So I don't think any of us, or any of anybody I know is in danger of all of a sudden a glacier sneaking up on them.
Right. Well, where'd that come from?
Holy moly.
And going back to the albedo, the reflection
Right.
Snow and ice reflect more of the sun's radiation back up into outer space.
Yep.
And so, therefore, the Earth's not able to absorb more of the heat. It absorbs less heat.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you have more moisture producing more snow in the wintertime, let's say you get more snow on the ground then, slowly accumulates over all the, thousands and thousands of years. You're slowly not gaining as much heat, and you're slowly cooling things down.
Right.
In theory.
Well, you're
over that time.
covering more of the Earth with something that reflects heat, not absorbs heat. So as that area gets bigger and bigger, the atmosphere now goes cooler and cooler, and then the ice can advance farther and farther.
Right.
And so it's a whole cyclical thing. They're all working in conjunction with each other. But as I said, the theory is some people, some scientists, think, well, it's got to warm up before we have, an ice age begin. And I mean, I don't know. Is that part of climate change? Because, the thing they throw out constantly is global warming.
Right.
But climate change is usually, I think, what scientists tend to use because that's what it is. Climate is over a long period of time.
Yes. Right. Well, and it kind of makes you wonder, too, are the things we're seeing today interrupting this cycle at all? Preventing it from happening or prolonging it or...
This is weather.
I don't know.
What we're seeing today is weather.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yes. We're talking climate versus weather. And you know that.
Yes.
You kind of threw me a softball there. I appreciate it. But this is weather. You can't judge on, it's a hot day. Oh, it must be global warming.
Oh, man, this is it.
Yeah, not the same animal.
You're looking at long periods of time.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So on this note, because I hadn't heard of this before, this process.
Yeah.
Warming preceding glaciation, it seems. So I did a little research,
Okay.
looked it up, and you're exactly right. You need the warming to take place first, in theory, to produce more moisture or water vapor in the atmosphere, because warm air holds more water.
Water, yeah.
And so, but even if you're getting cooler, the water's going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
It's got to come out of the atmosphere one way or the other.
Yes.
And a part of this theory is that this warming process doesn't necessarily lead into the Ice Age. It's not the cause of the Ice Age. It's just kind of setting the stage for these other dominoes to fall in place.
Right.
Where this ingredient is here, and it moves on. Those other ingredients that do make it fall in place. Interesting stuff. You need cooler summers, of course.
Okay.
Cooler and therefore shorter summers in the warm time. And there's a cycle, I guess. The scientist, his name was Milankovitch.
Okay.
We'll just stick with that.
Sounds good to me.
And it's his cycle that he says happens about every 100,000 years, as was estimated.
Yeah.
Again, who knows? That the Earth's orbit around the sun will shift in this guy's estimation.
Mm-hmm.
And so as part of that shift, we'll go from a less circular orbit to more of an elliptical orbit.
Okay.
In that 100,000 cycle hypothesis.
Which will have an effect on climate.
That's what he's saying. You're changing the solar radiation
Yeah.
amount that the Earth gets from the sun. And that would then be one of the pieces to the puzzle, supposedly, of having those cooler and shorter summers,
Okay.
which then would lead to cooling overall, more snow, more ice. And then,
Right.
of course, from the warming phase, you're seeing more water vapor in the air coming out of snow. It was a deep dive going in. And these people figured it out somehow, some way, put together this theory. And it's interesting. It is thought-provoking.
Sure it is.
That's all it is.
Well, those are, dominoes that all have to come together at the right time,
Yes.
right circumstances, right condition. There are so many things out there that can change everything when it comes to weather. And if you change the weather enough over an amount of time, it becomes climate,
Yes.
but neither is easy to do.
No.
but it's
No.
nature. And however you believe in it, whatever happens is going to happen. And when it comes to climate or weather, there's not much we can do to change it. The only thing we can do is have air conditioning if it's hot, have heat if it's cold. That's kind of the way it goes.
Yeah, it is. I mean, for our comfort, our day-to-day comfort,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
use what we got. Yeah. We've had an ice age before in the past. We've had
And I am not old enough to have witnessed it, so don't go there.
thanks for the clarification.
We have people around here who like to go, well, yeah, Tom saw that. Ask him.
Well, sure. Now, you did see some things back in history, but not that.
No, not that.
But, in between there, we've had, people think that there was the Roman warm period. There's also like a mini ice age, just going back the last couple thousand years. Seeing those tiny little dips and swings mixed in there.
Sure.
And so there are swings, it's part of the long term, I mean, very long term nature of Earth. There's these swings and different tilts.
Sure.
And
Is there ever
changes.
a constant?
No.
See, well, that's
No.
it. And that's what makes doing weather tough.
That's right.
Last week, an
my
ice
gosh.
age. Tomorrow, it's a heat wave. Who knows?
Well,
A lot
they
of
did.
glaciers seem to be disappearing, though.
They sure are now.
Retreating. Woo.
Yes. Nowadays they are. And quickly. And it's kind of an exponential process. Just warms quicker because, like we're saying, right? The more ice you have, the more light and heat you reflect back into the solar system,
Right.
into space. And so you melt a little bit. Well, it melts a little bit more the next year, melts a little bit more the year after that, and just kind of exponentially grows in that melting process.
Yeah,
Over
the
time.
warmth is growing along with it.
It is just exponentially,
Yep.
right? As part of that overall melting and less solar absorption
Right.
process,
Right.
more solar absorption. All right. Any more comments on this?
No, that's just a theory that
Yeah.
I'd run across years ago, and I thought it was, it made sense.
Sure. Once you talk
But it
through
was-
it like this, yeah.
Right, but it was fascinating. Just the first knowledge I've gotten out of it. It just wait a minute, really? I mean, I'd be just like anyone else.
Yeah.
You go, wait, how do you get an ice age by warmer temp? That doesn't make sense. But once you do a little dive into it, you go, true.
Yeah.
And, I'm not putting myself anywhere near those people, but that's science.
Sure.
And science looks for true, false. If it's false, you discard it. If it's true or rings of truth,
Sure.
you keep following the path till you can prove or disprove.
It's more of a theory until you find
Right.
some hard
Right.
evidence.
And right now, that's the theory. What I mentioned, what you asked me about, it's a theory. It's not an absolute fact. But,
Right.
we'll see if it's ever proven to be a fact or not.
Maybe. Not in our lifetimes, though.
Yeah, well, they haven't
not.
proven gravity yet. It's still the theory of gravity.
That's right.
Yeah.
Man, that's wild to think about. Well, Tom, you have a set of questions here in front of you.
I do.
And like before, we're going to do a little trivia to end our little Talking with Tom here.
Okay.
And today, we've got some buttons. Oh, look at that. The green button. It's keyed out with the green screen.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Look at that. But two buttons, right and wrong. All right. Since you are the holder of question set number 1,
All right.
I'll leave these buttons here and right or wrong, bang.
All right. That's an easy one.
Let's fire them off.
All right. Which continent is the driest based on annual precipitation totals?
Antarctica. All
He
right.
is right. Despite being covered in ice, there are some parts of the continent that only receive a few centimeters of precipitation each year. It is essentially a very large and very cold desert. Antarctica is a desert.
It is a desert. Well, you know what? A follow-up point on that. It's just because it's so dry, so cold down there because it's so dry. Or dry because it's so cold. Flip that around. It's dry because it's so cold down there.
If they'd warm up a little bit.
Yeah, they get a little bit more moisture down there. A little, yeah, we just talked about.
You ready for your second question?
Let's hear it.
All right. Question number 2. Which saucer-shaped cloud is sometimes mistakenly identified as a UFO?
Saucer-shaped cloud. It's the one that forms above mountains. Is it a lenticular cloud?
He is right.
All
It is a
right.
lenticular cloud. Ooh. Ready for this one?
I don't know anymore.
This is asking for numbers, so it's not easiest. But if you get
All
in
right.
the ballpark,
Okay.
all right? What is the greatest recorded distance a single tornado has ever traveled? At least that's been observed.
It's got to be the tri-state tornado of 1920s, whenever I think of 21. I'm going to say 250 miles.
I don't know how close I have to get. You know, the actual number is 219 miles. So I'm
219.
going to say 250 is, yeah, that's pretty, because they probably drew it in a straight line, and I'll guarantee that tornado did, zzz, like that. Anyway, it started near Ellington, Missouri, and ended in Princeton, Indiana.
It's a long one.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you a right on that
All
one.
right.
3 rights.
We
Now
got
I'm going
it.
for 3 wrongs.
Yeah.
Yes, we do everything in threes.
All right. Open it
All
up.
right.
Your
Let's
set
see
of
what it is.
questions.
Okay.
What is the minimum wind speed a tropical storm must have in order to be classified as a hurricane? So when does a hurricane become a
73
hurricane?
miles per hour. I'm not right there.
I see where you're going, though. You're close.
Is it 70 miles an hour? 75?
I'll give it to you. 74.
74.
73 is the max speed of a tropical storm.
Okay.
A
All right.
hurricane would be
Once
74.
it crosses that. All right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So you're right there.
All right.
What is grapple?
Grapple it's ice. It's kind of frozen water that falls from the sky. A lot of people refer to it as hail. That's not what it is. It's why do they call it grapple? But it is. It's frozen water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a soft hail.
That's it. Okay. Because it's soft.
And normally in the wintertime.
Yes.
You don't normally see that. You don't see it in the
No,
summertime.
no, because that's falling from way high up in the air. Grapple is like the difference between ice you get at McDonald's and ice you get at Sonic. It's that softer ice.
That's exactly right. That's a
Yeah.
good comparison.
Yeah.
All right, this is a long one.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Okay.
Man. Okay, no, the answer is long. The question is fairly short.
Oh, all
But
right.
there's I guess there's a very fascinating answer to this question. So, okay.
Okay.
What country is the lightning capital of the world?
The lightning capital of the world?
Lightning capital has the most lightning strikes.
I want to say the United States. Wow.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's not the United States.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
I'm going to say that it's North Korea because that's what that guy said it was. That we have more lightning than anyone, and no one can get in to prove it. Is it the Canadian Maritimes?
Now, it's Venezuela.
Oh, I see. I did not know that.
Venezuela.
Obviously.
Well, it's kind of a surprise.
Yeah.
I guess there's a lake there. Lake Maracaibo.
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 Yeah.
Thank you. Specifically, is known for extremely high storm and lightning frequency. Lightning can strike as often as 28 times per minute there. Now, once every 2 seconds. Now, once every 2 seconds. That number is just in a person's observable range, while the overall region can be home to tens of thousands of strikes in a single night. It's a long answer. There's more to go.
No, that's good.
The unique landscape of the area is the cause, as warm air rises from the lake and interacts with the cold air from the neighboring Andes Mountains, which leads to the prolonged active storms. So you're getting a little bit of that orographic lift. It's causes that more storm activity. And there's a weird tie-in, apparently. The Catatumbo River
Yeah.
flows into the southwestern portion of the lake, and the storm phenomena is so common here that it led to creation of the term Catatumbo lightning. Strangely, Google Maps has a tourism entry for Catatumbo lightning, and it somehow only has a 4-star rating. People, I guess, don't give it 5 stars. All right.
Well, would you want to go where there's like lightning strikes every 2 seconds?
Maybe not.
Probably not.
Now, despite that feedback, these storms are truly something to behold. Storms generally happen at night. That's pretty cool and make for some pretty impressive videos you can find online.
Does. Okay.
All right. So look up Lake Maracaibo. Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela for some lightning shows.
Amazing.
There you go. Might be some cool videos there to check out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any. I mean, you have the Great Lakes with Canadian air coming across, but that's not warm. It's cold in the winter, and that's why we get lake effect snow off of the Great Lakes.
And I think in the United States, I think the state with the most lightning is Florida.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Because they're the flattest.
Yeah,
they're the flattest state.
Well, they also have. It's not uncommon to see afternoon storms all over Florida
all year long.
You just have all of that moisture coming in off the Atlantic, the Gulf. Yeah. It's just coming from everywhere and meeting over Florida, and then zoop, and then you've got thunderstorms.
Yeah, I see them all the time, all year long.
Yeah,
down there. So that answer makes sense. But Venezuela, most lightning.
I'll remember that.
There you go. Well, Tom, we've been talking for 32 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Midday's coming up.
Okay.
You got anything happening on your calendar today? Is your week looking busy, filled?
My week will be fairly busy, but I mean, the only thing that I honestly am concerned about is just don't dig any ditches this week in the afternoons. Not like I'm going to, but when it starts getting this hot, you do have to be aware. I was. We'll just say one time when I was out playing golf, I wasn't paying attention to my water intake.
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't, but it can drop you.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be working outside, I mean, I know this is just preachy and I don't mean it to be, but just stay hydrated. Pay attention.
Well, it's good advice and easy to forget.
Yes, it is.
It can be.
Yes,
working
it
outside.
is.
Well, thank you all. This will wrap up our Talking with Tom episode for you today. We'll see you next week. We'll do another edition of this. Hope you enjoyed our little setup here, learned something too. And in the meantime, have a good week and happy Monday.
Bye-bye.